Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Michael Corinthos may make a heartfelt Daisy Gilmore Corinthos plea. Once Sasha Gilmore Corbin listens, will she be ready to let Daddy step up? Michael was there for Sasha when he snuggled up to her during the delivery and offered reassurance. Sasha was filled with anxiety after what happened to Liam Corbin, but Michael made her feel safe and more confident in that moment. Of course, Michael also doesn't have to worry about trying to keep the paternity a secret anymore, so a lot's changed in recent episodes. Now that Michael has met his newborn daughter and sees just how amazing Daisy is, he's no doubt feeling a parental pull toward her. Michael is a wonderful dad and loves his children more than anything in the world. Although Michael knows sleeping with Sasha while he was married was a mistake, he could never regret Daisy's existence. Sasha and Michael have definitely been bonding over Daisy, and that trend may continue if Daisy has some sort of medical scare coming up. Since we know Sasha will be troubled by something during the week of June 16th to 20th, Michael may have to reassure her once again. It may turn out to be a false alarm if Sasha's just being overly paranoid about her little girl. Whatever the case, spoilers say Michael will meet up with Sasha so that they can get honest with each other. It's time to have a real conversation about what the future's going to look like now that Daisy has arrived. Michael might confess that although he wants to respect Sasha's wishes, keeping his distance will be harder now that Daisy is actually in the world. It was easier for Michael to make promises about a baby that he'd never met, but now his instincts as a father are kicking in. Michael may assure Sasha that she can still raise this baby on her own terms if that's what she truly wants. However, Michael might open up about the love he already feels for Daisy and try to prompt a change of heart. Sasha's stubbornness may melt away, especially if she realizes she can't deny Daisy an incredible dad who's willing and eager to participate. There's a good chance Sasha will make some updates to her perspective thanks to this honest discussion. Michael may get some great news if Sasha agrees they can be real co-parents who raise their child as a team. Sasha loves Wiley Corinthos and Amelia Corinthos, so she surely won't want to deny them a chance to be a family with their little sister. The most important thing is giving Daisy the best life possible, so Sasha and Michael may soon be on the same page about officially doing that together. General Hospital spoilers say Michael will still have some messes ahead related to Willow Tate, but he won't let anything stop him from being the father Wiley, Amelia and Daisy need. General Hospital spoilers reveal Cody Bell is causing trouble in Port Charles with a daring plan to pursue Ava Jerome, and his deliberate flirtation risks attracting unwanted attention. Do you want more General Hospital news? Get the newest General Hospital news delivered straight to your email. We use your personal information for interest-based advertising, as described in our privacy notice. Ava is involved in a blackmail plot with Rick Lansing against Alexis Davis over Christina Corinthos Davis's brake tampering error, making her a dangerous target. Cody's new closeness to Molly Lansing Davis complicates matters further, as his play for Ava may arouse jealousy or suspicion in Molly, as well as mistrust in others. Will Cody's seduction plot fail, raising all the wrong eyebrows, or will he expose Ava's plans without being burned? Cody's risky seduction strategy. Cody's charm offensive with Ava, which may have begun after a suggestive encounter at her forthcoming event, appears to be motivated by more than just attraction. Speculation abounds that he intends to penetrate her inner circle, possibly to force her into a hole about her blackmail of Alexis, which would please Christina immensely. His recent collaboration with Lulu Spencer over Giovanni Gio Palmieri's adoption secret demonstrates that he's no stranger to playing angles, but Ava's cunning makes her a difficult opponent. If Cody goes too far, such as cozying up at a gallery event, will Ava see through him, or will he gain an advantage? Molly and Alexis. Cody's burgeoning friendship with Molly, inspired by passionate conversations following her breakup from TJ Ashford, has hinted at a prospective romance. However, his pursuit of Ava may sour things. If Molly notices them in a compromising position, she may misinterpret Cody's intentions and pull away. Alexis, who is already worried out over Ava's extortion, may get suspicious if she witnesses Cody's newfound interest in Ava, suspecting he is playing a double game with her daughter. Others, such as Dante Falconeri and Max Scorpio, may dispute Cody's motives. Will his scheme cost him Molly's trust, or will it remain a secret? A high-risk plot with big consequences. Cody's wooing of Ava is a tightrope act. If he discovers her blackmail, he may offer Alexis a lifeline or shift power dynamics, but Ava's ability to outmaneuver opponents, as evidenced by her conflicts with Sonny Corinthos, suggests she may reverse the script and snare Cody in her plots. Cody's focus may waver as Britt Westbourne's impending return causes upheaval. Will his attempt to attract Ava reveal her secrets? Or will it raise suspicions and destroy the bridge he's creating to Molly's heart? General Hospital spoilers reveal. Cody Bell is causing trouble in Port Charles with a daring plan to pursue Ava Jerome, and his deliberate flirtation risks attracting unwanted attention. Do you want more General Hospital news? Get the newest General Hospital news delivered straight to your email. We use your personal information for interest-based advertising, as described in our privacy notice. Ava is involved in a blackmail plot with Rick Lansing against Alexis Davis over Christina Corinthos Davis's brake tampering error, making her a dangerous target. Cody's new closeness to Molly Lansing Davis complicates matters further, as his play for Ava may arouse jealousy or suspicion in Molly, as well as mistrust in others. Will Cody's seduction plot fail, raising all the wrong eyebrows, or will he expose Ava's plans without being burned? Cody's risky seduction strategy. Cody's charm offensive with Ava, which may have begun after a suggestive encounter at her forthcoming event, appears to be motivated by more than just attraction. Speculation abounds that he intends to penetrate her inner circle, possibly to force her into a hole about her blackmail of Alexis, which would please Christina immensely. His recent collaboration with Lulu Spencer over Giovanni Gio Palmieri's adoption secret demonstrates that he's no stranger to playing angles, but Ava's cunning makes her a difficult opponent. If Cody goes too far, such as cozying up at a gallery event, will Ava see through him, or will he gain an advantage? Molly and Alexis. Cody's burgeoning friendship with Molly, inspired by passionate conversations following her breakup from TJ Ashford, has hinted at a prospective romance. However, his pursuit of Ava may sour things. If Molly notices them in a compromising position, she may misinterpret Cody's intentions and pull away. Alexis, who is already worried out over Ava's extortion, may get suspicious if she witnesses Cody's newfound interest in Ava, suspecting he is playing a double game with her daughter. Others, such as Dante Falconeri and Max Scorpio, may dispute Cody's motives. Will his scheme cost him Molly's trust, or will it remain a secret? A high-risk plot with big consequences. Cody's wooing of Ava is a tightrope act. If he discovers her blackmail, he may offer Alexis a lifeline or shift power dynamics, but Ava's ability to outmaneuver opponents, as evidenced by her conflicts with Sonny Corinthos, suggests she may reverse the script and snare Cody in her plots. Cody's focus may waver as Britt Westbourne's impending return causes upheaval. Will his attempt to attract Ava reveal her secrets, or will it raise suspicions and destroy the bridge he's creating to Molly's heart? General Hospital spoilers reveal. Cody Bell is causing trouble in Port Charles with a daring plan to pursue Ava Jerome, and his deliberate flirtation risks attracting unwanted attention. Do you want more General Hospital news? Get the newest General Hospital news delivered straight to your email. We use your personal information for interest-based advertising, as described in our privacy notice. Ava is involved in a blackmail plot with Rick Lansing against Alexis Davis over Christina Corinthos Davis's brake tampering error, making her a dangerous target. Cody's new closeness to Molly Lansing Davis complicates matters further, as his play for Ava may arouse jealousy or suspicion in Molly, as well as mistrust in others. Will Cody's seduction plot fail, raising all the wrong eyebrows, or will he expose Ava's plans without being burned? Cody's risky seduction strategy. Cody's charm offensive with Ava, which may have begun after a suggestive encounter at her forthcoming event, appears to be motivated by more than just attraction. Speculation abounds that he intends to penetrate her inner circle, possibly to force her into a hole about her blackmail of Alexis, which would please Christina immensely. His recent collaboration with Lulu Spencer over Giovanni Gio Palmieri's adoption secret demonstrates that he's no stranger to playing angles, but Ava's cunning makes her a difficult opponent. If Cody goes too far, such as cozying up at a gallery event, will Ava see through him, or will he gain an advantage? Molly and Alexis. Cody's burgeoning friendship with Molly, inspired by passionate conversations following her breakup from TJ Ashford, has hinted at a prospective romance. However, his pursuit of Ava may sour things. If Molly notices them in a compromising position, she may misinterpret Cody's intentions and pull away. Alexis, who is already worried out over Ava's extortion, may get suspicious if she witnesses Cody's newfound interest in Ava, suspecting he is playing a double game with her daughter. Others, such as Dante Falconeri and Max Scorpio, may dispute Cody's motives. Will his scheme cost him Molly's trust, or will it remain a secret? A high-risk plot with big consequences. Cody's wooing of Ava is a tightrope act. If he discovers her blackmail, he may offer Alexis a lifeline or shift power dynamics, but Ava's ability to outmaneuver opponents, as evidenced by her conflicts with Sonny Corinthos, suggests she may reverse the script and snare Cody in her plots. Cody's focus may waver as Britt Westbourne's impending return causes upheaval. Will his attempt to attract Ava reveal her secrets, or will it raise suspicions and destroy the bridge he's creating to Molly's heart? Britt's return rocks Port Charles, and Cody's love life spins out of control. In a jaw-dropping twist sure to send shockwaves through General Hospital, Dr. Britt Westbourne is alive, and back in Port Charles. Thought to be dead after her dramatic exit following her Huntington's diagnosis, Britt's return flips the script, leaving several lives hanging in the balance. But the most stunned of all might be Cody Bell, who now finds himself entangled in a messy, emotional triangle he never saw coming. Cody, who had been trying to move forward while still grieving the woman he thought he'd lost forever, has since grown closer to Sasha Gilmore. Their bond, built on mutual pain, second chances and unexpected chemistry, was just starting to blossom. But now everything changes. With Britt back in town, Cody's loyalty, heart, and sense of identity are pulled in different directions. Britt's comeback. How and why she stayed away. So how did Britt survive, and why didn't she return sooner? Sources close to the show hint that Britt faked her death to escape both her illness and the burden she believed she placed on those who loved her. There's speculation that Victor Cassadine may have helped orchestrate her disappearance, either to protect her or to control her. Either way, she's back now, and she's not the same Britt who left. Gone is the self-pitying, doom-accepting version of the woman who once walked away from the man she loved. This Britt is hardened, more mysterious and ready to reclaim her life, including the man who captured her heart just before she vanished. Cody's conflicted heart. Two women, one torn man. Cody, meanwhile, is in an impossible position. On one hand, Britt was his first real connection in Port Charles, the woman who saw past his bad boy act and gave him a shot at love. Her death devastated him, and part of him never stopped mourning or blaming himself for not doing more. On the other hand, Sasha has been his rock lately. Her own tragedies gave her the strength and empathy to understand Cody's grief. They've shared late-night talks, awkward laughs, and more than a few almost kisses. Many viewers have begun to root for them as a new, unexpected power couple. Now Cody is torn. Does he honor the past with Britt, or risk a future with Sasha? Sasha reacts. Heartbreak or standing her ground? Sasha is blindsided when she sees Cody and Britt reunite. She's no stranger to romantic disappointment. After all, her heartbreaks have been splashed across tabloids and hospital corridors. But this one cuts deep. Unlike past betrayals, Sasha doesn't spiral. Instead, she stands her ground, refusing to be a rebound or second choice. She tells Cody, "Figure out what you want, but don't come back to me unless you're sure I'm it." This bold move garners support from her fans, who are tired of watching Sasha suffer. For once, she's demanding what she deserves. Maxie Liesel and others get pulled in. Britt's return doesn't just impact Cody and Sasha. Maxie Jones, her former bestie, is both thrilled and suspicious. She wants to know everything, where Britt's been, why she didn't reach out, and what she plans to do next. Their reunion is bittersweet, but filled with emotion. Meanwhile, Dr. Liesel Albrecht, Britt's mother, is stunned. Having mourned her daughter's death deeply, Liesel is both overjoyed and furious. She demands to know why Britt let her believe she was gone. Expect powerful mother-daughter scenes with tears, slaps, and heart-to-hearts. The love triangle becomes a square? Things get even more complicated when a new mystery woman enters the picture, possibly someone from Britt's time away, or a figure from Cody's shady past. This outsider might reveal a secret that Cody has tried hard to bury, something that could change everything Britt and Sasha think they know about him. Could Cody's skeletons come back to haunt him just as he's caught between two women? If this newcomer has proof of betrayal, criminal activity, or even a baby Cody doesn't know about, this triangle might become a full-blown romantic disaster. What comes next? General Hospital thrives on emotional upheaval, and Britt's return sets the stage for a season packed with romantic tension, family drama, and dangerous secrets. Will Britt fight for Cody, or push him toward Sasha if she senses his heart has changed? Can Sasha trust Cody again after feeling like the backup plan? And will Cody finally face the truth about what or who he wants, even if it costs him everything? One thing is certain, with Britt back in town and emotions running high, nothing will stay quiet for long in Port Charles. Port Charles reacts to Britt's resurrection. The moment Britt sets foot back in Port Charles, whispers travel fast. Word spreads like wildfire. Dr. Britt Westbourne is alive, and not just alive, but ready to reclaim everything she left behind. While some residents celebrate her return, others are skeptical or downright furious that she let them believe she was gone for good. At GH, Britt's sudden reappearance creates chaos. Doctors and nurses who attended her memorial struggle to process the emotional whiplash. Chief of Staff Terry Randolph is shocked, and unsure whether Britt plans to reclaim her medical license or simply drop a bombshell and leave again. But make no mistake, Britt is back for real, and she's not planning to fade into the background. Cody's past haunts the present. As if Cody weren't dealing with enough emotional confusion, Britt's return dredges up secrets he's kept buried. Secrets that could not only ruin his budding connection with Sasha, but also destroy any chance of rekindling things with Britt. Rumors swirl that Cody lied about the paternity test regarding Max Scorpio being his biological father. Britt always suspected he wasn't telling the full truth, and now she's determined to find out why. As she digs deeper, she uncovers pieces of Cody's past tied to underground betting, stolen identities, and Cassadine-related cover-ups that could make him look like a con artist, not the grieving lover she once trusted. Britt's already been used and discarded by dangerous men. She won't be fooled again. If Cody's been hiding something big, this could be the end, before it ever begins. Sasha has a choice to make. Meanwhile, Sasha has to decide. Does she step aside for Britt, or fight for the man she's grown to love? Despite her initial anger, Sasha isn't one to give up without a fight, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. But she also refuses to be in a tug-of-war for someone who can't make up his mind. Sasha seeks advice from Brooke Lynn and Maxie, both of whom have been in complicated love triangles before. Brooke Lynn advises her to protect her heart, while Maxie suggests she let Cody make the next move. Sasha finally confronts Cody. I need to know if you're still grieving Britt, or if you're just afraid of letting her go. Because I won't be second best, not to anyone. Liesel's protective side comes roaring back. Dr. Liesel Obrecht is back in full mama bear mode. After being deceived by Britt's fake death, she's wary of trusting her daughter again, especially with someone like Cody. Liesel never approved of Cody, and now that he's torn between her daughter and another woman, she's even more furious. Britt deserves a man who doesn't have to think twice, she snaps, warning Cody to stay away if he can't commit. She even hints at using her connections to eliminate any threats to Britt's peace, Cassadine style. It's classic Liesel, bold, dramatic, and deadly serious. Victor Cassadine's shadow looms large. There are signs that Victor Cassadine may have played a role in Britt's rescue, or exile. Perhaps he saved her from Huntington's via a secret experimental treatment and then convinced her to disappear. Maybe in exchange for her silence about some dark Cassadine secret. If that's true, Britt might owe Victor a debt she can't repay. Could this connection to the Cassadines complicate her return even further? And what if Cody's past with Selena Wu's gambling ring overlaps with one of Victor's secret plots? Britt and Cody may find their reunion derailed not just by emotions, but by dangerous people with unfinished business. A shocking twist, Britt's pregnant? Just as Port Charles begins adjusting to Britt's return, she drops a bombshell. She's pregnant. But who's the father? Is it Cody, making their love triangle even more intense? Or someone else entirely? Possibly a Cassadine or an unknown enemy she encountered during her disappearance. This pregnancy could become the center of a tug-of-war, with Liesel pushing for Britt to raise the child away from Cody, and Sasha wondering if she can ever trust Cody again. Meanwhile, Cody, confused and overwhelmed, will have to make the hardest choice of his life. The fallout spreads. Maxie, Dante, Brooklyn, and even Sam McCall begin circling the drama. Maxie wonders if Britt's return will pull Cody away from Sasha. Dante smells something off in Britt's story and begins investigating her time away. Sam questions Cody's integrity, especially with Britt's sudden pregnancy reveal. Even Spinelli joins the fray, digging into Britt's missing years using his tech skills. What he uncovers could blow open not just the love triangle, but a whole new Cassadine conspiracy connected to the hospital, Huntington's treatments, and maybe even Jason's mysterious fate. Jason's investigation heats up. The Dalton web threatens Emma and Jocelyn. Jason Morgan never lets a threat hang in the air for long, and his instincts are screaming that something's not right with Dalton, the mysterious figure who's quickly made his presence known in Port Charles. While others may be content to accept Dalton at face value, Jason is diving deep into the man's past, and the secrets he uncovers could send shockwaves through Emma Scorpio Drake and Jocelyn Jack's lives. Jason, always vigilant and operating on pure instinct, senses that Dalton's sudden insertion into their world isn't coincidental. While he's still piecing together the details, one thing is clear. This isn't just about Dalton, it's about who he's targeting and why. Dalton's shadow falls over Emma and Joss. Though Dalton presents himself as a polished, charming new figure in town with vague ties to international business, Jason believes there's far more lurking behind that friendly smile. What makes him even more dangerous is that he's already found ways to orbit around two young women close to Jason's heart, Emma, the daughter of Robin and Patrick, and Jocelyn, Carly's daughter who's been through her share of pain. Emma recently returned to Port Charles after some time abroad, hoping to find stability, perhaps even rediscover romance or meaningful friendships. At first, her encounters with Dalton seemed innocent enough, but Jason begins to piece together a disturbing timeline, noting how Dalton always seems to appear wherever Emma is. As for Jocelyn, she's been trying to move on after heartbreak and loss, immersing herself in school, work, and family. She too encountered Dalton under seemingly benign circumstances, but the subtle manipulations he uses around her don't escape Jason's watchful eye. Jason's investigation uncovers disturbing clues. What begins as simple background research turns into a full-blown investigation, as Jason uncovers inconsistencies in Dalton's past. Multiple aliases, gaps in his employment history, ties to offshore accounts, and worst of all, a suspected connection to a covert operation Jason encountered during one of his years off the grid. Jason starts to believe that Dalton is no ordinary player. He's part of something larger, something calculated. And the fact that both Emma and Jocelyn are in his orbit can't be ignored. Is Dalton targeting them because of who their families are? Or is there something about the young women themselves that makes them valuable or vulnerable? Sunny and Anna get pulled in. As Jason digs deeper, he brings his concerns to Sunny Corinthos, who shares his unease. Sunny respects Jason's instincts and agrees to have Brick do some digging of his own. Meanwhile, Anna Devane, Emma's grandmother, becomes alarmed when she learns Jason suspects a connection between Dalton and international intelligence circles. Anna, having worked for both the WSB and DVX, knows better than anyone how a carefully placed operative can destroy lives from the inside out. She begins to investigate Dalton through her own channels and soon finds data wiped clean in areas that should be traceable. A classic sign of intelligence-level cover-ups. Jason, Sunny, and Anna may be used to dealing with different kinds of enemies, but in Dalton, they may be facing a hybrid threat. One with charm, lethal capability, and a terrifying agenda. Emma and Joss caught in the crossfire. Emma, unaware of the full scope of danger, begins confiding in Jocelyn that she feels watched. That sometimes Dalton seems to know things about her life he shouldn't. Jocelyn, initially skeptical, starts noticing the same patterns. Texts that appear to be from mutual friends but contain odd phrasing. Brief sightings of Dalton near her campus, though he has no reason to be there. Their shared unease leads them to confront Dalton carefully, but he's always one step ahead, disarming their suspicions with charisma and charm. That is, until a bug device Jason planted in Dalton's apartment captures a cryptic phone conversation that confirms their worst fears. Dalton refers to the girls as assets, and talks about a timeline being moved up. The question is, assets for what? The race against time begins. With Anna and Sunny on board, Jason knows the time to act is now. Dalton's presence is escalating, and Jason believes they may be on the brink of seeing Emma or Jocelyn kidnapped, or worse. He moves the girls into temporary safe houses and enlists Spinelli to crack Dalton's encrypted communications. What Spinelli finds could change everything. Dalton might not be working alone. There could be a network of sleeper agents activated within Port Charles, and Emma and Jocelyn might unknowingly be the key to unlocking a powerful piece of stolen tech or intelligence. The big question: why them? As Jason closes in, one final puzzle remains. What exactly connects Emma and Jocelyn to Dalton's mission? Is it something in their bloodline? A connection to a past operation involving the WSB? Or could it be tied to a secret even their parents don't know about? A program, an experiment, or a piece of classified intel long buried? Whatever the answer, Jason won't rest until the threat is eliminated and the girls are safe. But if Dalton slips through their fingers now, Port Charles could face a disaster it's not ready for. Britt faces the fallout, and a town full of secrets. Now that Britt Westbourne has returned to Port Charles, she's discovering that time didn't stand still in her absence, and neither did the people she left behind. Some are thrilled to see her, like Maxie and Brad, but others, particularly Sasha and Liesl, are struggling to adjust to the storm she's brought with her. After all, her reappearance changes everything, especially for Cody Bell. While Britt tries to focus on reclaiming her life, her career, her friendships, and perhaps even love, there's a gnawing feeling that things aren't quite right. Whispers about her miraculous recovery from Huntington's disease raise eyebrows. Some wonder if her return has less to do with health and more to do with unfinished business, possibly involving Victor Cassidy's secret experiments, or worse, Cody's hidden past. Cody torn between past and present. Cody is now in a complicated place emotionally. When he believed Britt was gone, he allowed himself to grow closer to Sasha Gilmore, whose warmth and kindness helped heal parts of him he didn't know were broken. But now, seeing Britt alive has reawakened something raw and unresolved. Cody begins to question everything. Did he move on too fast? Was his connection with Britt something real that deserves a second chance? Or is he simply clinging to a fantasy, refusing to accept that some chapters should remain closed? Meanwhile, Sasha's heart is breaking, and she doesn't even try to hide it. She confronts Cody directly, refusing to be strung along. Make a decision, she demands, because I won't be the girl who waits while you chase a ghost from your past. Britt confronts Sasha, tensions explode. Despite trying to play it cool, Britt isn't blind to Sasha's bond with Cody. One afternoon at the Savoy, they run into each other, and what begins as polite conversation quickly devolves into a war of words. You've been with him for 5 minutes, Britt snaps. You don't know him the way I do. And yet he's been happier with me in 5 minutes than he ever was chasing your shadow, Sasha retorts. Bartenders and guests turn to watch as the two women lock horns, neither willing to back down, both fighting for the same man. Britt may have returned from the dead, but Sasha isn't afraid of ghosts, especially when her heart's on the line. Victor's legacy, the real reason Britt survived? Behind the scenes, Spinelli and Anna are closing in on the shocking truth behind Britt's survival. It turns out she didn't just escape death by luck. She may have been saved by Victor Cassidy, who used her as a test subject in an underground medical experiment to treat genetic disorders. According to documents uncovered by Spinelli, Britt's cure may have come at a price, a neuroimplant that could either heal or control her. And Victor didn't stop there. He may have implanted a tracking device or behavior-triggering protocol that can be activated remotely. Britt could be a ticking time bomb and she doesn't even know it. Jason, who's been following the Cassidy trail for weeks, warns Britt to be careful. Victor never gave anything without a cost, he says. If he saved you, it's because he needed something in return. Britt's shocking health setback. Just as Britt begins to adjust to her new life, she collapses in the middle of a board meeting at GH. Doctors rush to her side, and when she wakes, she's panicked, visions of her Huntington's symptoms flashing through her mind. But tests reveal something worse. Her neural implant is malfunctioning, possibly interfering with parts of her brain. Liesl, horrified, demands immediate removal, but the procedure could be fatal. Britt now faces an impossible choice: live under constant threat, or risk surgery that could cost her life. This news rocks everyone around her. Sasha, seeing Britt at her most vulnerable, begins to soften, while Cody feels guilt consuming him. He wonders if he was too harsh, too quick to walk away. Could this crisis bring everyone together? Or tear them apart forever? Maxie uncovers a romantic curveball. While visiting Britt during her hospital stay, Maxie stumbles upon a letter addressed to her from Britt, written before she faked her death. The letter is heartfelt, apologizing for her actions, and hinting at one last romantic fling Britt had overseas. A name is scribbled in the corner. Mikhail. Now Maxie wonders, was Britt hiding someone else this whole time? Could this Mikhail be involved in her survival? Or in Victor's scheme? And more importantly, is he coming to Port Charles next? A new rivalry, Sasha versus Britt Round 2. The battle for Cody's heart is far from over. Sasha may be supportive, but she's watching every move Britt makes. And Britt, smart, beautiful, and fiercely determined, isn't giving up just yet. Their rivalry is no longer just about romance. It's become a war of identity, power, and pain. Two women shaped by loss, now fighting for the one man who might not deserve either of them. Would you like the next chapter to include a reveal about Mikhail being a Cassadine heir? Or Cody proposing to Sasha just as Britt's condition worsens? I can also explore Liesel's revenge plan, or Victor's backup plan triggering a town-wide blackout as chaos descends.